Hello, this is Dreams with Jam. Thanks for joining me today. We are going to be continuing our new player series, talking today about the different realms, biomes, and characters. If you could leave a like at the end of this video, I would really appreciate that. And better yet, you could hit the subscribe button and get notified when there's new content. Okay, so we are going to jump into this. Okay, so we're going to use our character Dreams here, and she is going to go talk to, let's pick Merlin. Okay, so when we're talking about characters, obviously, you see here there's all of the character quests. Those quests themselves, as you complete them, do level up your character. So that's the main thing you're going to be completing, obviously, is your questing. Another thing that adds a bonus is just by having a conversation. So we're just going to have this conversation with Merlin. And then at the end of it, you see those stars popping up. He has gained some, we'll call it experience. Okay. And then you can also do this. I have something to give you. This is going to show at the bottom there the top things that this particular character would like. Now, depending on what kind of game you have bought. If you have bought, let's say, for example, just the base game, you're just going to have base game recipes. If you've bought the expansion passes with the base game, so you have all three locations, Eternity Isle and Storybook Vale, you will see those pop up as well. So you can see here where it says Teal Eternity or Eternal Poppies. The poppies are a flower from Storybook Vale that I haven't even visited right now, okay? So that's something I can't give him. I don't have any of that open to give Merlin. Same with mint candy. That comes from the Frosted Heights using mint, and I have not unlocked that biome yet, so I cannot give him that. And then the empty vial, that comes from glass, which I have not crafted yet, so his favorite things are going to be a little rough for me to give him. So what can I do instead? Well, I can give him basic things. So I can give him a dream shard. Okay, it's not going to boost him a lot, but it will boost him. Now, obviously, don't give away your dream shards. That's just a recipe for disaster, as you can use dream shards for dream light. Okay, I'm going to give him a birthday cake. And you can see his bar got a little bit bigger there. I can continue to give him that same birthday cake until there he is. Now he's popped up to level 7. Okay, so, just giving basic things does help. If you're a little bit further in the game, you can use your dream shards and the dark shards to create a purified night shard. If you give villagers purified night shards, those or dream shards, I keep saying night shards. Purified dream shards, those are the white ones. If you give them those, it does level them up quicker than just a basic item. Okay, so purified night shards again. Purified dream shards. Shiny gifts. So if you have wrapping paper or you have visited a friend who has given you some shiny gifts, that levels up a character very quickly. Meals, their favorite gifts, and just having conversations. Now, the best way to level up your character, obviously, is to just hang out with him. Okay, so Merlin, you can see here, I'm going to say let's hang out. He is a miner, and you can see that little icon next to the hangout section here. So what I'm going to do is do some mining, and Merlin is going to go with me to do that. And then every task I do with mining gives him, you're going to see 3 stars or more pop over his head. There we go. So you see those 3 stars. He has, I have an egg still from Easter. But no matter what I'm doing in the valley, so I'm going to hit this and you're going to see 1 star pop over his head. So it might not be a mining task. It might be getting rid of night thorns, might be picking an apple. anything I do is going to give Merlin experience. Okay, so if I'm just running around my valley cleaning things up, take a villager with you. Make sure that you have somebody with you at all times. Oh, you can see there. I'm going to pick this oregano. Everything that I do, okay, is giving Merlin experience. So that's the best way, in my opinion, other than, obviously shiny gifts and things, but you probably don't have access to those as a new player. So I suggest that no matter what you're doing in your valley, make sure that you're taking the villager that you're working on leveling up. Make sure you're taking that person with you. Okay? So that's leveling up characters. The next thing we're going to talk about is biomes. Oh, moonstone chest. Let's get that. Okay. Now, you can see here that the forest is off limits to me right now. Every single biome, depending on your location, but we're going to talk about the main valley. The main valley will cost Dreamlight. The game will guide you into opening up the beach first. Okay, so you're going to start with the plaza and the meadow, and then you're going to want to probably open the beach next. And the reason I say that is because you're going to get access to seafood and more fishing. Okay, so that's going to be, you should have these three right in a line opened before anything else. Now, you have the choice of opening up the glade or the forest next. That just depends on what kind of character development that you'd like to do. Okay, the glade opens Mother Gothel. Okay, and then the forest will open up Kristoff. Kristoff will give you a quest to then open Donald. And then obviously the frozen realm will become more available to you once the forest is open as well. So I think it just depends on which way you'd like to go. The one quest that opens up with the glade is Merlin will start talking to you about your watering can, and you will start being able to level up another tool to start getting rid of the mushrooms. Okay, so you can see here right now I can't do anything with these because I haven't gotten anything to do with that. Once I open up the glade, Merlin will talk to me about my watering can, and then that becomes something he opens up there. So it's really kind of just a preference of what you'd like to do at that point, and you can just go from there. Okay, so that's my opinion on the realms, or not the realms, but the biomes. Now, if you're playing in Storybook Vale or in Eternity Isle, they open up the same way. They just take different things like Storybook Magic and Mist. And the quests themselves will kind of guide you what to open from there. Okay. In the castle, we have all of the realm doors. Now, when you start at this point in the game, all of the doors are kind of available to you. Okay, so people who started at the beginning of the game before they started adding characters, we basically just had these three doors, and then they added Frozen and whatnot up at the top here. I know, some of you might want to say, oh, I could open Toy Story right now. I have enough Dreamlight. Same with Frozen. And this Lion King's a little bit more. Oh, no, I don't want to do that, Merlin. Please, no. Okay. So my recommendation is always do Remy first. The reason I recommend Remy first is he gives you access to recipes and food. And the reason this is important is you will live and die by your energy levels, okay? At the beginning of the game, your energy bar is very small and your energy goes very quickly. By opening Remy first, you get access to all of the different food and recipes that Remy's quests and with quests with others will begin to give you. So instead of just like, let's say I'm eating raw carrots at this point, by opening up Remy, I'm going to get access to different salads, I can make fish sandwiches. He's going to have his restaurant open, which offers me the ability to level up my characters quicker by giving them their orders. It's going to open up, obviously, the Star Path has a lot of different options with food. This particular Dream Snap that we just had is a topsy-turvy tea party and, again, food. So I recommend Remy first. He's going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. And then we have Moana and Wall-E. I would say between the two, it doesn't really matter, but work your way through the castle bottom up. Don't skip around. I suggest opening them kind of in the manner that they're located. So whether you do, Wall-E or Moana first, that's kind of up to you. It doesn't really matter. Moana has the fishing boat, which will give you access to different fish. Wall-E will have his Wall-E's garden, and obviously you'll get crops for free by using his garden. Okay? And then you work your way up the castle. So then we have, at this point, I would say you do cheapest to most expensive. Okay, so Frozen is 4, Toy Story is 7, and then Lion King is 10. So I suggest starting to go in order of the cost of the door itself, and then obviously just working your way from there. Beauty and the Beast, I would suggest being after you finish Lion King and opening up that realm, I would suggest Beauty and the Beast next. And I only suggest that because it gives you 2 characters that are really helpful in the game in different manner. Beast has a flower stall that you will get, which becomes really, really helpful as you quest and have to do more things with flowers. And then it also provides a ton of decor items that are very, very fun to decorate with. Okay, so that's your doors. Obviously, we have here is the way to get into Storybook Vale and Eternity Isle. If you are new to the game, I highly, highly recommend do your base game first. Make sure you're leveling up characters here first. Okay. Don't, try to maybe do Eternity Isle at the same time. You can. I mean, honestly, you can use Eternity Isle and Storybook Vale to your advantage without necessarily questing in them. But if you're working on the Star Path, for example, you might go into those first realms of Storybook Vale and Eternity Isle and use those areas just to mine, just for extra money, just for extra crops, etc. But don't progress those a lot, because you're going to get to a point where you're getting stuck all over the place and maybe a little overwhelmed, because they do intertwine one another. So I would say make sure you're progressing your base game first. That should be your priority. Okay. So basically, I just wanted to kind of cover leveling up your characters, all the different realms, the different biomes, sticking with the base game first, ways to level up your characters, etc. So we're going to keep this video kind of short. Coming up, we're going to be discussing Dream Snaps a little bit more in depth. And then if there's anything in particular that maybe I haven't covered, I would really like to maybe add an extra video based on your comments below. That would be really, really helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're finding this series at least a little bit helpful. If you're learning 1 or 2 things, that's good enough for me. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you're thinking of these videos and how they're helping you, if at all. Thank you so much, and keep on dreaming.